University. I remember very clearly when I was a senior in high school. The hardest part of the college admission cycle was not writing the essay itself, because I've been very involved and I worked very hard to try to get good grades. The hardest part was choosing the right university. What college will I spend the next 4 years of my life? And what college will be the alma mater for the rest of my life? And to me, the university a student chooses says a lot about that student's intellectual capabilities, their personality, and their potential for success. At the time, I got into my dream school. It was the Medill School of Journalism at Northwestern University. And I also received a full scholarship from USC's Annenberg School of Journalism. After months of debate, it's pretty clear, if you look out the window, that I chose sunshine over blizzards. I think some of the other reasons why I chose USC will resonate well with your students as well. You see, USC is a very different university from any other school that I know of. In my last few years here, I have been inspired by professors and students. Almost everybody that I know is very, very involved in the fields of their interest, and they're driven to make a real impact in the industry. I'll give you an example. I currently chair the Children's Scholar Society. It's the association of trustee, presidential, awards, and stamp scholars, students who receive scholarships to come to USC. And I have 17 executive board members, each of whom have inspired me every day with the great work that they're doing as undergrads. My public relations director, Kylie, is using two-dimensional design and engineering to change how we look at graphic animation in the School of Cinematic Arts. My director of volunteering, Shelley, is doing research downtown at the Keck School of Medicine. My director of special events, Philip, is developing his online portfolio so he can apply to architecture schools in Shanghai through the School of Architecture. USC students not only do well in college, but they also are leaders after graduation. I've met so many alumni in my 3 years here who inspired me in the exact same way. Last year, I visited the Los Angeles Superior Courthouse because my professor had invited me to bring my pre-law fraternity to visit him in court. Professor Fahey was an adjunct faculty member. He was also a full-time judge downtown. Most importantly, Professor Fahey also went to USC. And when I walked into his judge's chambers, there on the ground was a USC carpet over 20 years since he's graduated. That's a Trojan. And in Southern California, to me as a student, the Trojan Network is a very, very valuable human resource tool because our alumni are proud of the universities that they went to. Whether it's because of our football fever or not, our alumni come together. And to me as a student, the Trojan family is very encouraging because I know that if I work hard in school, if I do my due diligence, that a leader in the industry that went to USC will open doors for me. Open doors for me that are not available to other students, my friends who went to different universities, who might have worked just as hard as I have. I know the Trojan family is real because I've already benefited from it. Brad Chase, who's my boss, spoke as a guest speaker in my class last semester. Brad had received his master's from USC, and he came back regularly to speak to students as an alum. Brad had also been the communications director of a Fortune 500 firm when he was not even 30 years old. I emailed Brad after class, and we grabbed coffee right across the street. And before I knew it, I was working with Brad to start an international communications firm out of Santa Monica. Working in Los Angeles as a USC student is amazing. We have some of the world's largest businesses just minutes from downtown. And we always know when there's a Lakers game because I can see Staples Centers when I walk out in Figueroa. You combine the world-class education you get at USC and being in the second largest market in the United States, and what you get is SC. And SC is continuously getting better and fast. I was a freshman when President Nikias was inaugurated, and since 2010, I can't remember a single semester where a new building was not built. We have a new building for the communication school, the cinema school, a new health center, and a new athletic center, all within the last year alone. And the improving face of the campus is reflected in the encouraging attitudes and the vibrant energies of the students and the faculty every single day. Because we know that we're not going to just any school. We're going to a school that has a purpose. We're going to a school that's getting better. I love to go to USC because that's exciting to me. That's entrepreneurial. Because I love going to USC since this is a school, it is a place where I can experiment with big ideas, paint my face red for games, and then come home on the same night and study. And we are supported by professors who are just as excited about learning and growing as we are. I've become friends with many of the professors here at USC because I have about 10 students in every one of my upper division classes, which allows me to really get to know the professor. My professors don't just teach, they mentor and they care about their students. And this year, I was nominated to represent USC in the Truman Scholarship. I had to get 3 letters of recommendation as a junior. And I had no problem reaching out to any of the professors because they had seen me grow as an individual since I finished their classes. And the letters my mentor wrote me were personal and genuine because my relationship with my professors were personal and genuine. And as I look towards graduation next year, I remember fondly the time I spent with my friends and my faculty. Going to college is a really, really big deal. And your students have to do all the research that they can so that they go to the right university. I'm not saying USC is right for everybody. For me, I love USC. And I can't wait to graduate and join the rest of the Trojan family so I can start giving back to your university that has given me so much. Thank you. Bye now.
Jerry, let me say on behalf of all of us, wow, amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy your lunch over dessert and coffee. We will hear from our president. Thank you.